And we begin here with one of the big questions in Wisconsin. That is, what should the state do with its projected budget surplus of $7 billion? Should you get a tax cut? Tonight, Governor Tony Evers talked about his plan for the state's budget. Reporter Chris Lemo has the main takeaways from the governor's proposal.
As Wisconsin's projected state surplus runs at a record high level of more than $7 billion, lawmakers from around the state gathered at the Capitol in Madison to listen to the governor's proposals during the budget address. Governor Evers said he would like to put more money back into the pockets of the middle class with his proposed tax cuts, while making sure the state will continue to have money to support programs like education.
My tax plan will cut your taxes by 10%. That's real, sustainable relief that will keep income taxes low now and into the future without causing devastating cuts to priorities like public schools and public safety.
Increased funding for mental health programs and education is something that Democratic State Representative Lee Snodgrass told us earlier today that she would support. Her district includes Appleton.
I'm thrilled to see that he's going to make significant investments in our mental health. The year of mental health is certainly something that impacts everybody from veterans to farmers to our youth.
Before tonight's speech, Republican State Senator Eric Wimberger said the Senate Majority Leader was proposing a different kind of tax cut.
Tax cuts are definitely one of the things being looked at. The Majority Leader had come out with a flat tax plan that I think we're considering, generally speaking.
In his speech tonight, Governor Evers said his plan would provide $1.2 billion in tax relief for working families. The governor also discussed the struggle that many local governments have experienced with tightening budgets in recent years.
But let's be frank, work at the local level over the last decade hasn't been helped by the fact that our local partners have been asked to do more with less.
Last month, the governor said he would support a plan to send 20% of the state's sales tax revenue back to local communities, a provision that Wimberger said earlier today was one of the top priorities in his Northeast Wisconsin district.
Something with sales tax has been talked about, sharing sales tax. So we've got that's kind of on the front burner for the localities, local governments in my area.
The state's budget will be debated in the legislature before going to Governor Evers' desk within the next few months. In Green Bay, Chris Lemo, NBC 26.
And in response to the governor's speech tonight, the Senate Majority Leader, Republican Devin LeMahieu, said in part, quote, "The governor's budget lacks the responsible decision-making that the legislature has provided in the past two budgets. The growth of government and the handouts to special interests is out of control. Once again, the Republican-led legislature will have to be the adults in the room and build a budget from the base up," unquote.